It's ringing the bell. God.
All right. Keep listening. It says it's from Sharon or Metro Plus. You got anything coming from there?
Who from who?
Metro Plus.
No.
I know stuff.
Oh, no.
Well, the hospital, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Who's that? You don't know who don't answer the phone?
I'm in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Not you. Oh, let me. All of the sunlight. But anyway. Oh, what happened? the thing. Okay. So I'm in my kitchen. Hello, YouTube. And all this sun, all of this sunlight, but it's okay, it's good. It's good. Kitchen. Yeah. So, good afternoon, YouTube. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I am. I'm home. I'm home, chilling, and trying to figure out what to talk about. Yeah. Let's see if I can, let me see if I can get this out of the light more. Yeah, get it more like this, yeah. That way, I won't be so much into the light. What is wrong? Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna wash up my dishes, so don't pay it no mind. Sometimes you see people with things in their sink, you say, la, she couldn't wash up the dish there.
I'll be back in English.
Okay, sweetheart. But because I'm gonna talk about something, I said, let me wash up the dishes as well while I talk about the situation that's going on in Jamaica. And I saw one of two things. The first thing I saw was there was people in the street or something, and there was a speeding car coming by, and the car almost licked down the baby, and the mother had to scream and ask, what's the situation? I'm gonna wash up these dishes, don't pay it no mind. I'm just doing something first, but I'm gonna wash the dishes. That's why I'm here, to wash the dishes. Okay, and I saw that. I said, oh my goodness, he almost killed the baby. Okay. The next thing I saw is one of them dollar van. Over here we call them dollar vans, but in Jamaica I think they call them the jutes or the jit or whatever. Now I've been to Jamaica and I have traveled on these things. Mind you, the music is nice, but they drive like maniacs in Jamaica. Oh my goodness. But anyway, what's going on? I'm hearing. Okay, let me keep on track. I watched this man. He literally was telling the people them to come out of the van and come out of the van, and there were children involved. And he had something in his hand. I don't know what he was doing, but he had something. And he demanded that everybody get out the van because of what's going on. Okay. I know there's a thing called amnesty. Okay. Let me tell you what happens here in America when you don't pay your tickets. We don't have no amnesty here in America. What is this amnesty thing? Okay. In America, if you own any tickets or anything like that, what they will do is they will boot your car for unpaid tickets. You could be a taxi man, you could be a regular man, you could be whatever. Woman, man, whatever. Once you have unpaid tickets, what happens is they boot your car. They put this instrument on the wheel of your car where you cannot move it. You will not move that car until you've paid these tickets. That's how it is in America, right? Now, I'm getting to learn now what is this amnesty thing in Jamaica. And it's a form of leniency where if you accumulate X amount of tickets, you get, time or, something like that to pay them off. But according to the Jamaican government, there's nearly $800 million worth of unpaid fines. Okay. So now, because of this 800 million in unpaid fines, which have, to be paid by, I suppose, taxi drivers and their unpaid tickets and their uneventful court appearances. And according to the taxi people in Jamaica, when they do go to court and when they do, try to present themselves, right? Either it's a miscalling of a name, or there's complete confusion in the motor vehicle department that's in Jamaica. I don't know how it is. And then the people then get, despondent. Now, another thing, when I witnessed that man terrorizing the people who was in the van and telling them to come out, I'm ignoring the comments. When I saw this man terrorizing the passengers and telling them to come out and get out and come out, and I said, these are the people who are on strike. These are the individuals who are looking amnesty. And this is how y'all treat the patrons, which means you have a couple of cab drivers out there who are doing the hustle, round our back bush. Yes, it's cold, right? You have a lot of cab drivers around our back bush picking up passengers, right? And, they're saying, right, who's on strike. It's one cause and everybody should be in one agreement, right? But then you have other cab drivers who, need to make their money. What are they to do? Now, if this is the element of people who represent the taxi service, the commission, which is in Jamaica, I'm appalled because now you're scaring me. Now, when it comes to the children, you as a parent who knows there's a strike going on amongst the taxi people then, why would you put your child, why would you endanger your child? Why would you do that? Why? Because the way these people are carrying on, they're not really, thinking too clearly. Because now it's reached to a point where they're terrorizing people and pulling people out of care, including children. And this is where we draw the line. All right? Now, if there's a cause and I'm looking at that, I'm going to be like, well, if you are one of the strikers, and this is how you treat human beings, then you don't need to be driving the car either way because you're too angry. And because you're angry, you're going to take it out on other passengers and you're going to bully them to come out of the people them car. Don't waste water. And I don't think it's right. Which means, you mothers in Jamaica, is it really necessary to put your children in harm's way? Is it necessary to put them in harm's way to send them to school? And you guys know that there is a strike and that these people are going crazy and they're getting violent. Now, when it comes to the Jamaican government and this policy, I don't know what to say. Reduce, you know what, you're getting up. This is like I said before, in America, where the water is free, in America, if you do owe tickets and they boot your car, you have to pay every penny before they unboot your car. Now, if you can get into a payment arrangement before they boot your car, then you're okay. Now, the Jamaican government, I don't know where you get this amnesty program from. Amnesty? We're talking about tickets. And you cab drivers out there in Jamaica, yes, I have traveled in your cars. I have been a passenger. And let me tell you something, now I see why you guys get all these tickets. Because you drive like some mad people out there. You want me to tell you where the police them there? You want me to tell you where you can go get police around here? Because I will send you to the police, you know, because you know it's who you is, don't mention no police around here. You get me? Good. I am doing a commentary on, you know, something that's going on in Jamaica, and you need to take your little behind and go somewhere else and come off of my channel. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, it's you, it's my little friend. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the Jamaican government, right? Okay, the Jamaican government, you need to get a program in place, or you need to get some kind of plan in place where you can have a payment plan where the cab drivers then either can do a payment plan, you know, with the taxi commission, or, you know, however you guys do it. I don't know. But for all of these arrears, 800 million, which means either you cab drivers are not paying your tickets, and because you're not paying your tickets, this is the end result. And now, because you want them to recognize, right, the amnesty program, are they doing that? Where you guys need time to pay your tickets. Now, what about public transportation in Jamaica? That's the big question. I remember my father, he used to talk about public transportation in Jamaica, how native Jamaicans are very weary about, you know, taking public transportation. I cannot find out the reason why, you know, they don't like to take the Jamaican buses. I don't know what it is. I'm just trying to figure out, because the Jamaican bus line is very nice, because I went on it. It was very nice. Cool, air conditioned, everything. I don't know what it is. Now, when it comes to these dollar vans like we have here in America, if you're not organized, I don't know if you have a taxi magazine commission there. I don't know if you guys over there have any kind of union thing going on for you, you know, cab drivers. But all of this displays mishap when it's not organized properly, as you can see. And then if you have striking cab drivers terrorizing passengers in other taxis, right, where other taxi drivers are picking up customers, you have various ones who are demanding that you get out of the taxi because we are on strike. How dare you take a taxi? And this is where the children are involved. Parents, you don't care about your kids in Jamaica? Because if I knew there was a strike going on in Jamaica and the way all the cab driver them run and so forth, my child would not be getting in no cab to go to no school, nowhere. Look how they're handling people. They are demanding that you come out the car and, you know, terrorizing ones. And you have children who's trying to get to school, and this is what's happening to them also. Mothers, you need to keep your children home. This is very serious and somebody's going to get hurt. And we hope it's not going to be a child. Good? Too much is going on. And, you know, when ones are hungry, you know, people will do things. So with this problem with the taxis now, as I said, when I was in Jamaica, I had to hold on for dear life because they drive like maniac. And this is why you have a lot of accidents and automobile accidents also, because some of these people cannot drive a car properly in a legal way. And when you take a taxi, he's always in a rush. They're always rushing, speeding, rushing, speeding. That you gotta be holding on with white knuckles. When I was in St. Mary's, no sir, the taxi man them up there. They drive like I don't know what. So I'm just, you know, saying that the Jamaican government, you guys are very lackadaisical when it comes to the people of Jamaica. And when they cry out for help, you continue to ignore their cry, right? Because everybody's money hungry. Everybody wants money. It's nice and blue and clean. Everybody wants money. And now it's reached to the taxi people then, because public transportation is suffering, because they do have public transportation in Jamaica, but it looks like nobody wants to take the buses, and I need to know why. Because we do it here all the time in America. So when I saw, and they need to report this man, when I saw the speed that this man drove off and he nearly ran over the little boy. I don't know if he was a cab driver. I cannot put no blame that he's a cab driver. All I know is he nearly killed the little boy, and it's the speed he was going. And the mother had to run and grab the picnic. Good? Okay then. If I'm going to support the cause of the taxi man, and I see how he's handling other patrons who are trying to get, you know, from point A to Z, and threatening them that they have to get out of the taxi, and telling people what they're going to do if they not come out of the people them taxi, it's serious. And the people of Jamaica just act like, oh well, oh well. But yet your children are involved. You're sending your children to school in these taxis. You need not to. Let the Jamaican government handle the situation. Because now it's going to be a question of how come Marcus wasn't in school today? Well, he wasn't in school today because I'm not going to send him on the taxi to go get himself in some problem with these mad people out the road. Look at me just now. You want to buy it? Yeah, so I would not be sending my child out into a taxi and say, okay, darling, have a good day, go along. Are you crazy? After what I saw, I was petrified when I saw the little school children coming out of the, taxi. Because this man, he make up his mind, say, nobody now take no taxi today. So how am I supposed to support and you feel any kind of empathy for you when this is how you're treating human beings, because you're on a mission of nobody now take no taxi. Wanna come out. And the poor people them have to just come out of the people in taxi because taxi driver, he went back a bush. He went back a bush and go pick up these people and then go drive in a town, and this is what he got when he got to town. Because the people them say he crossed over the picket line, which is when you're striking, if it's a community of one sector, we're all supposed to be on the same mission. So if we're on the same mission, how you gone back a bush and go pick up them your people, yeah, and we hear a strike? Well, he feels that he has the right to tell the people them to come out the car, and he was very menacing, scary, and there's children in the car. Oh, you want me to tell you? Oh, well, that's one of my products, which I'm going to highlight. Which I'm going to highlight when I get the jars. But because I've ordered the jars and I'm also making some more. Yeah. So I want to get the labels and the jars and stuff. And then I'm going to make a live where I start to package my products. I've had this for years, I've been doing this for years, but I just haven't been doing anything. I'm not telling you, look at me, you're so nosy. When I get the jars, yes, oil, I made it. This is what I have left. When I get the jars and I make some more, I'm actually making some more. Hold on. But I'm only going to show you just a little bit. I'm just going to show you a little bit. Okay, and it has to infuse, and it has to just rest, and the aroma is just, oh my Lord. And then when you apply it, oh, where is it? Let me show you. While we're talking about the taxi people, hold on. Yes, I make this oil. Yes, I do. And I'm just waiting on the packaging, and I've already did this already. So, it's very, that's why I have beautiful skin. Beautiful skin. So I make this oil. I can't wait. I just can't wait. And this is why my skin is so beautiful. Right? It is. I have beautiful skin. Right? So I'm going to sell it. Well, actually, it's on the market. I have an online business. Oh, yes, I do. I have an online business. But because of COVID-19 and so forth, I said, you know what? Let me concentrate on living. Anyway, I reopened the business back online. It's on Etsy, etsy.com. I'm a Rasta for life. That's the name of the store on Etsy, etsy.com. It's active now. And you can go over there and you can see the oils. What I'm going to do though, I'm going to reproduce the packaging because it's old packaging on there, right? But if you go on, yeah, if you go on Etsy, etsy.com, and then you put in the name of my store, which is I'm a Rasta for life, you'll see my oils. Now I sent people there before, but it was suspended because I owed a couple of dollars. Anyway, I paid it and now it's right back to where it's supposed to be. It's right there. So if you want to order some, you can. And it's very good to massage. If you have, massaging abilities, it's also good, to massage. And I just can't tell you everything until I get the jars. But yeah, I make this coconut, nutmeg oil. Look at me, look. Look at me, look. Oh, you want us to go there on YouTube? Look at me? Okay, so let's go there. And it absorbs into your skin. Oh yes, I love this. So anyway, yeah. So this is my oil and it's very good. And winter's coming and it has various properties which I shall discuss when I prepare my potion. You know, black women, they don't realize that you don't need a whole heap of makeup, It's good to be natural sometimes. It's good so people can see your natural face. A lot of black women don't like their natural face. They feel like they gotta have eyelashes, makeup, the whole shebang before they present themselves online. Fake! I like the way I is. Anyway, so I believe the Jamaican government needs to listen, to what... Leave me alone. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I think the Jamaican government needs to be more receptive, right, to the people of Jamaica. They're not receptive. It's like they ignore the Jamaican people, the Jamaican government. I'm very disappointed. Oh, now I sound like Padma. I'm very disappointed in the Jamaican government. It's like y'all don't care about the people of Jamaica. It's very sad. Very sad. Why my eye look like this? Yeah. Right? It's very sad. And then when you see... Look at me, shut up. And when you see what's going on, as much as you see the anger, from one person, and that anger is now projected onto somebody else because now we're trying to do something and you're not cooperating with what we're trying to do, right? You're going over the picket fence, picket line. And then because of that, now you create this anger where we're not doing that. Get out. All of y'all, come out. Get out. Get out. And then you got children who are trying to go to school and you're traumatizing them as well. Think about the children. I don't understand. To see these children just jumping out the van because you got this madman screaming at them that they have to come out and... What is going on in Jamaica? I keep saying it. And y'all think it's joke. Pure violence and anger. Everybody's angry, hungry, violent. I'm telling you that, man, the government of Jamaica, y'all need to cut it out. Y'all are stressing the people out too much. Now y'all are coming with this $800 million worth of what? Unpaid tickets and fines, which means there you go again with more stressors added on to stress already, which cannot be contained. So I'm trying to elaborate. Look at me, stop it. I'm trying to just elaborate on what's going on in Jamaica, where it comes to the taxi commission. If Jamaica has a taxi commission, I'm not sure. I don't know how things are in Jamaica because it looks like everything is unorganized in Jamaica. Yeah, well, this is it. This is it. I mean, even here in America, yes. But here in America, what happens is, like I said before, let me repeat it. If you don't pay your tickets in America, they give you, like, I would say 1 to 3 months if you go over the threshold of, say, $400. If you go over that threshold and you're getting ready to go to work, you get ready, yes, weed, and you get ready and you're getting ready. It's legal in New York City, by the way. And please don't talk about anything my God made because it's in Mekit. Good? The Creator. So if you have a problem with it, go to the Creator and ask him, why did he make marijuana? Good? It wasn't made by man, it was made by God. Anyway, so when you get tickets now, they give you X amount of time where you can pay the tickets. If you don't pay the tickets, when you're getting ready for work early in the morning and you out the door, you go to your car, there's a big yellow machinery thing. This color is a big thing, a big contraption, and they put it on the wheel of your car. So when you go to your car, boop, boop, and you see this big yellow thing on the wheel, you didn't pay your tickets. So now you can't drive this car. This is what they do in America. They put this contraption on your wheel. So now you either go pay your tickets and then you can drive your car. And that's for everybody. Taxi, regular people, but whatever. The only ones that don't get that is New York City transportations, right? But the regular person, you don't pay those tickets. Look at me, shut up. If you don't pay for those tickets, when you come out of your house and you boop, boop, the first thing you see is this big yellow contraption on your wheel, and you're like, damn, they got me. Now, you gotta go look for that money to go pay for those tickets because you did not pay your tickets. You can go to the court and you can contest your tickets. Here in New York, the smart people. Shut up, look at me. The smart people will go to the court and say, Your Honor, XYZ, and the judge, depending on the day, he will dismiss those tickets. That's what we have to do here in America, right? If he doesn't dismiss the tickets, then he tells you you got to pay this, that, and this, that. So most of the time, yeah, here we get tickets too. Everybody get tickets here, everybody. But where it comes to the amnesty, which means you're giving time in order to pay for these tickets, and this is cab drivers, I suppose. I don't know if it applies, to everyone, or is it just the cab drivers alone? Oh, I just love it. So, I used to swim. You're all in my business, look at me, so let me tell you. I was a professional swimmer. I swim like a fish, a whale, a dolphin. I could save your life if you're drowning. I am proficient in the backstroke. The only style of swimming I couldn't conquer was the butterfly. That's a hard one. That one, oof, you gotta use your arm and you gotta use your whole body to do the butterfly. Other than that, I can dive. Oh yes, when I went to Jamaica, they were amazed. They was looking at me like I was a superstar. What? Swimming? Oh please. I make y'all look like y'all, because Jamaicans can't swim. They're free of the water. In the sense of swimming. They're free of the water. Not this one. I swim like a fish. That's why in my old age, I maintain a kind of athletic physique. Kind of, excluding the gut. So yeah. So when it you know what? Look at me. I'm a beast. Yeah. So I'm just, I was just looking at the video where this man was terrorizing the, passengers and telling them to come out of the people in the taxi. And I'm looking at him like, if this is representative of the cab drivers, no wonder y'all are in a situation. Because y'all don't want to pay y'all tickets because you're too busy being cruel to people. And it's all about money, which you guys are not making. But yet, you're making the money, but you're not paying your tickets. And then they say, they get all kinds of tickets. Okay, non-seatbelt ticket. Okay, speeding ticket. Okay, registration tickets. All the tickets we in America get. But it looks like in Jamaica, you guys don't like to pay for stuff. It's like, oh, want everything for free. Una have this mentality where una don't want to pay for nothing, and when una do have to pay, I said it before, una go berserk. In America, una couldn't survive here in America because if una don't pay for una ticket, them here, not driving for you. So you all got it good in Jamaica with this amnesty. Amnesty? America, are you listening? Because in Jamaica, they have a thing in, Jamaica where they get amnesty for not, paying for their tickets. They get, time. I think the Jamaican government needs, oh God, y'all are going to hate me for saying this, but then it'll bring some order. And it will let people see that you guys are, thinking clearly. Now, if there's all of this excess money, which needs now to be collected according to the Jamaican government, you guys need to incorporate and initiate a booting system, which means look at me. I was going to say something, but I coughed. Shut up. Okay. I think the Jamaican government needs to initiate, and I don't have on a bra, okay? I don't have on a bra. And I know your mother, she might need one. But right now, me, left and right, since I'm not have on a brassiere. Let's not go there, sweetheart. No, let's not go there. Remember, say me that have on no brassiere. Good. And my titty them that hang down to my navel. I think the Jamaican government should initiate all the motor, what you call it, the motor vehicle department, if you're listening up or if anybody wants to hear this, initiate a booting system where once an amount of arrears comes up and it's unpaid, then you initiate, what we do here in America, you do the booting system. That means if you've reached a threshold of, say, I don't know how it is in Jamaica, say 20,000, right, Jamaican dollars in tickets, and you haven't paid them, at least you know and you're aware that if you don't pay these tickets by X, Y, and Z, they're going to boot your car and you cannot drive it. Now, I know in Jamaica, just shut up and listen. I don't know, well, I know in Jamaica, that might not even work because the way other people them think, them will just remove the booting thing and go on about their business. That's another thing with Jamaicans. They will just remove that and go, wherever. Here in America, it's not that easy. I mean, it's easy to be done, but you won't get away with it. So in that case, I think it would be kind of hard, for them to initiate this kind of a system. But they need to initiate something where you would not be able to operate your business until at least half of these tickets are paid, right? It's not about always getting things for free. And again, I have to repeat, here in America, nothing is for free. Nothing is for free. Keep calm in any other place. Oh, you want to see, you so nosy that you want to see everything, but you don't need to see everything. I'm in my kitchen and it's clean. Okay? Have a potato. I was just washing the dishes because I had dishes to wash, but also I just wanted to highlight, cleanliness. So I don't have nothing on my counters. Oh, you want to see more stuff being so damn nosy? And you want for sittings. Okay, so this is the other side of the counter, right? I'm going to clean up this area, see? You want for sittings. Nosy, because you're so nosy. Hold on. All right, you want to see shit? There, good. Okay, so now I'm going to clean off here. See, this is the oil. I'm going to put it down here. Right? This is my weed. See, we got weed. You see that? You see that? Yeah, we got all of the stuff we got here, right? The elements, everything. Because you want to see everything because it's so fast. Right? So I'm going to put this over here on the other end. Over here. Right? And then I'm going to take up my sponges. See, some nice clean sponges. Good. Okay, we did that. I'm going to put that in the closet here. This is my wipey sponge, right? This is the clean one, right? So we do that. This is my coconut shells. I use them as ashtrays, right? See? Ashtray, coconut shell, because you're so fast and nosy, right? And my daughter breast pumping thing them here. Where she put yes, right? See? So we have to move them here, put them over here. Right? I'm going to move the baby's bottle, my granddaughter's baby bottle. Right. It's a pencil. I'm going to put it in the drawer. This is the juice I'm drinking. Mm-hmm. And then I think I'm done. Now my other counter is clean. So now let me show you. Right? So I like clean counters. So then, now that you've seen everything, darling? Did you see everything you need to see? Okay, so now I'm going to pull away the sugar. Look, I'm going to pull away the good bit of sugar I have in here, right? We use the brown sugar. Okay, this is my other cabinet I'm opening because it's so fast and nosy. So I use this now, the Jamaican choice, right? Because you love to look at things, you want to see what me I do. Okay. Okay, so we did that. Oh Lord. And we're gonna pour the sugar in here. Mr. Look at me because you're so nosy. Mr. Look at me. Alright, we're gonna pour the sugar. I just want you to see my counter. Right? We're gonna pour the sugar in here. Right? See some brown sugar. Brown sugar, darling, brown. Uh-oh. Right. Right, so we pour the brown sugar. Oh shit. See, I'm so busy showing off. Okay, something happened. I don't know. But anyway. So we're gonna pour the brown sugar in here. Our Jamaican brown sugar. Right? Alright, that's the brown sugar, darling. And then we put it in our container here. We close it up. Right? See? Right? Brown sugar. Right? Put it in here, the closet. I'm gonna put away the I'm gonna put away the rest of the brown sugar, darling, in the closet here and there. I cleaned off my entire countertop. Aren't you happy? You want to see everything? Okay, let me show you. All right, let me show you. Being a one for fast and for sittings. Okay, so this is one side of the counter. Shut up, you. Right, so this is how you maintain a clean countertop. Okay, I like a clean countertop. I don't like anything on my counter. Right, I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to see no juice. I don't want to see no nothing. I want it to be clean and, you know, nice. So that's my counter. Good. I don't like a whole heap of mess. I hate it. I like things clean and nice and pretty and nice. So this is what I'm doing. Look at me, right? Clean. See? Isn't that nice and pretty? And that's what we do. Then rinse out this. Right? And that's it. So a clean sink, a clean environment. You know how much people have some dirty living? No, sir. You can't even eat from them. So, oh, I gotta clean my dustpan, right? I gotta clean that. But yeah, so okay. So I'm just trying to show you how I like my counter, you know, to look empty and bare. Good, empty and bare. Empty. My daughter's cursing like a mad woman. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the taxi drivers, and you know, if you present yourself in this manner where you're being violent towards others because you believe that, you know, they're going against, you know, what you guys are doing, that's called breaking the picket line. Which means which means that you're not in alliance with your co-workers because you believe that even though the situation is going on, you also have to make a living. But you do have to make a living, but also your co-workers are looking at you as as a sellout because you're not joining them in the cause. But then, right, because of that now, when you see how other striking taxi drivers are handling the public, it's not good. And the Jamaican government needs to have a little more interest in the people of Jamaica. It's not clear now? Oh, perhaps it's because, yeah. Is that better, Miss? Look at me. I had liked it the other way, but I had liked it the other way. It looks like the phone's getting ready to drop. All right. Okay. Yeah. Where was I? I forgot my train of thought. Yeah. Yeah, the Jamaican government, they need to be more for the people than against the people. And I noticed that with the Jamaican government, it's like they don't like the Jamaican people. I don't know what it is. It's crazy. So what is it? What did I do, Mr. What did I? Oh, perhaps it's because.
So they're not gonna just.
No, it's okay. I don't know what happened to the phone. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Is it better now? No? Right. I don't know. Now you tell me it's good. Thank you for watching me look at me. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to build my channel. So I said, you know what, let me come on. I didn't want to talk about the regular nonsense because it's just too much. So I'm just saying that when it comes to our Jamaican people, when it comes to paying for things,
You said you're not gonna register the car, what?
I know it's not my fault. I'm in the light. Let me see if my big head will cover the light for you. That's better. My head is big enough. Wait. Let me see. That's better. Wait. All right, hold on. I can't fix the phone. I can't fix it. That's better. Oh shit, it's worse. Because my kitchen is bright. I have a bright kitchen. I have a clean, bright kitchen, so that's why everything looks bright. It doesn't look dirty and mucky. Sorry. It's not my fault. I have a very bright kitchen because the walls are clean and white. Everything is clean, so it just has this brightness, to it. It's not my fault. Clean. It's called clean. So, oh God, you can see my belly, right? Aw, thank you, sweetheart. Look at me. You're such a sweet. I am, I'm very, nice. Oh, cool. I have my moments. Don't get me wrong. I can be a. But yeah, when I get the packaging, right, for the oils, I'm going to promote the oils next. And I'm a Rasta for life. Yeah, I'm going to promote the oils because as you can see, we as black people, we just need oil on our skin. We don't need anything else. Nothing else. Just oil. Nice oils. And I have them. But you see, we don't support each other, but you're going to support me. Watch and see, because I'm going to send y'all to Etsy. Shut up. Look at me. Shut up. I'm going to send y'all to Etsy.com. The store is I Am a Rasta for Life. And these exotic oils, which are produced by me naturally. If you ever smell how... Where's my oil? If you... Lord, I've lost the oil. If you ever smell all the oil, you know, wait there now, me lose it. It's gone. It's gone. Where did I put the oil? Anyway, if you ever smell how the oil smells delicious, and as I said before, and this is just a little bit because it has to, it's, oh God, it's just fantastic. And this is the nutmeg. I'm not giving away my secrets. And then with the coconut oil and with the castor oil, because the coconut oil, it will seep and it will get hard, which means I have to have different ones, either the liquid or the creamy base. So I'm working on that too, but you know, because of COVID and so forth, I had to let that go for a hot minute. So when my jars come, when my jars and my labels come, I'm gonna go live with that one. So yeah, so basically, you're so look at me. At least you're making me laugh. Look at me. It's nice to, you know, talking gab. But yeah, what's I saying? Yeah, the Jamaican government. You need to be more for the people, and you need to be more corrective, where you have a plan in place, because apparently there's no plan in place. Everything is just a mess, even when it comes to paying tickets in Jamaica. And now that these tickets are not being paid, that it's reaching to a point of almost $800 million. I don't know how much that is when you convert it into US, but I believe it's still in the millions. Oh God, you know, it's you. No, every time a train passes by, it interrupts the service. That's what that is. Because I paid my internet bill. I paid my internet bill. I'm with 720, what's that? Oh. I paid my internet bill, I paid everything. So, you know, everything's working with the internet. It's just that sometimes the reception, you know, when it's interrupted, that's what happens. So I just wanted to say, I'm creating content. I'm not being mixy and messy, because ones think that you have to be mixy and messy in order to create content. No, I'm talking about the taxi situation that's going on in Jamaica. And that the parents and the mothers especially, and you fathers, need to be more involved, more than you sending your children out into these taxis where people are terrorizing passengers who might take a taxi back bush. And when the back of bush taxi man reach a town, he's being terrorized by the other taxi cab drivers who are on strike because he has all these passengers in his car. I don't know what you said. Because now he has passengers in his car and he's collecting money. So now it's reaching it's like a terroristic move where you're being told to get out, come out. Other people them taxi. Nobody now take no taxi. Wanna come out. This is how your taxi driver guys are treating patrons who are trying to get from point A to Z, and this is what they're getting. And you taxi drivers, you need to look at your behavior. With the Betty in front. You need to look at your behavior, because if I'm watching this and I'm like, oh my God, look at the poor children. Look at how and you actually come out with something in your hand. I don't know if it was a machete, a 2x4 million, is what you have in your hand. But this is how angry you are, that you are telling passengers to come out of the people them taxi because we are on strike. Which I agree, you're on strike. I agree. But then you have others who don't feel that way. And then when you see the back of Bush Cabman now, he come out now because he need to make his money to go to his family or whatever. What y'all gonna do now? Beat him and tell him say he can't pick up passengers because Uno is on strike? This thing is gonna get very serious. Where I believe it's 3 days now or something like that. It's very serious because when it comes to paying dues, we Jamaican black people, we don't like to pay a bill. I've already said it. In America, it cannot go so. You won't drive in America. Why? Because they got a boot system in place. What is a boot system? You owe tickets here in America and you not pay them. You get this big yellow thing, this color. Mr. Look at me. This color. So when you go to your car, the first thing you see is this big yellow thing, this color, a machinery thing, hook onto the wheel, and you're like, oh Lord. Now, shut up. Look at me, shut up. Now, if you don't pay that boot, meaning the tickets, you not drive no car till you pay. And everybody who live on your block, street, wherever, know you ain't paid your ticket, so your car got booted. It's so embarrassing. It happened to me. I had 800 US, $898 US worth of tickets. No, it wasn't even tickets. Yes, it was. Was it? Anyway, yeah. Then the interest, then the interest, then the interest. You see when me gone off, we go boop boop, and I nearly had a heart attack. 5 o'clock in the morning. Was it 5 o'clock in the morning? This big yellow thing, I went berserk. It's horrible because it just keeps you from moving around. You can't drive. You gotta go look this money now. Because everybody know your car was booted, you didn't pay your tickets. And everybody's looking to see how long it's going to take for you to pay for this thing to come off your car. Why you so nosy? Look at me. So that's what goes on in America. You want to know what these are? You want to know what these are? Let me show you. Let me show you. The Ethiopian crucifix. When I got this in Ethiopia, yeah. The Ethiopian crucifix. You see that? Yeah. That's what that is. See? Ethiopian crucifix. Yeah, Ethiopian. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, that's what I have on. When I went to Ethiopia. Have you been to Ethiopia? Have you been to Africa? I have. I'm going to Senegal next. Yeah, oh. You haven't been to Africa? Oh, okay. And this is the, I got this in Ethiopia. Keep calm on window. Whatever. And this is the smaller version. This is the smaller version of the Ethiopian crucifix that you can see right here and right here. You see it? See? Yeah. You should go to Ethiopia. It's nice. Oh, and this is the Lion of Judah. So it oh, okay. I hear you. But you said not to put it on the window. Because you said, okay, there's the window. That's the window. So you're saying to keep the cam on the window? You have to teach me stuff, I'm very slow. Yeah. Okay. So yes, Africa, Ethiopia. You must learn to travel. Yeah. Anyway. So if you don't pay those tickets, you're not driving no car in America. Oh no, you won't. You will pay that boot. That's how they punish you in America. When you have unpaid tickets. You could be a cab driver. You could be just a regular driver. Whatever you is. If you work for a corporation and you drive, yes, look at me. If you work for a corporation and you drive and you get tickets, the corporation has to pay for those tickets. Not you. They'll just ask what happened, whatever. Okay, the corporation has to. But you as a regular driver, and you get tickets here in America, and you say, and you keep doing that till it reaches, say, $350 US. Before it reach $400 perhaps. The next thing you're going to see on your car wheel is a piece of machinery where you will not drive until you pay these tickets. That's how they do it in America. So I don't think Jamaica will be able to do that because the way all the Jamaican mine is, he'll know exactly how to get that off his wheel and keep it moving. And that's the problem too. There's a lot of corruption. So it's about not paying for stuff. To always want things for free. It cannot work. How does a country survive if everything is for free? England is like that. Most of everything, but not for tickets and so forth. But education and so forth, and that's free. Health, that's free. And even housing is free in England. Okay? If you're on the lower income bracket. Here in America, we have the same kind of thing too. Because I was born in England. But here in America, yes, we have the same kind of thing too. Now, Jamaica, where my parents come from and so forth and so forth. I don't know the social services things they have over there. I'm clueless. I don't know. Well, I do know. Yeah, I'm using gas. Yeah, gas. Yeah. What I do know is that here in America, nothing is for free. Nothing is for free. Oh no, nothing is for free here. And the mentality in Jamaica is that you don't want to pay for stuff. We know this already. We know this. Jamaican mentality is they like freeness. They don't like to pay for things and they ignore bills and they don't want to pay for stuff. And then when the repercussion come, y'all don't like it. Why? Why? Nothing in life is for free. So if you got tickets or whatever, Just like, natural human beings we are, we make things pile up and we know say, oh my God, I got these tickets to pay. What am I going to do? But it looked like in Jamaica, it's reaching to a point of concern because now the government, who is another case, they're making a big deal out of this amnesty thing. Um, and what is it? Giving you more time to pay for the tickets and having to go down to the courts or whatever, and you don't get called, your name doesn't get called, then you leave because you have people care. And that's another thing. People rent other people's cars in order to do taxi business in Jamaica. You have a lot of people on the upper echelon who purchase these cars and rent them out to people who want to earn a living, which is great. And then you pay the person for, but then call it the rental of the vehicle. And I suppose if you rent this person's vehicle to do business, and you, the driver, and this is another thing, in America to it happen, because look at me, shut up. Another thing that goes on, let me hit it on the nail. You see, because say it's not your car and you're renting from another individual, you don't care about those tickets. Because your license, if you have one, is in your name. But once you're renting the car from somebody else, those tickets, I believe, here in America, this is how it go on the registration. So who's getting those tickets? The owner of the car. While you are driving recklessly as a cabman all over Jamaica, a haul up tickets, and y'all don't care because it's not you who's paying for those. It's the owner of the car. That's another thing too. That is another critical thing too. Some of these cab drivers do not own their own vehicle. Elizabeth, where's my lighter? Let me get it because... Oh, is my daughter here now? Where's the blue one? I can never find stuff. I'm always cleaning up stuff. That's why. Now the blue one is gone. Oh. That you got people who lease people's cars. And another thing where the mindset is that you don't actually feel that as if you're responsible to pay the ticket because it's not coming on your registration. So this is another issue again. And then the owner of the vehicle has to be arguing with you as to why you're not paying the ticket then. So that's another issue again in Jamaica, that I might have, don't follow what my brain says. I'm thinking, can I think? I'm trying to think. Because I'm not Jamaican in the sense where I live in Jamaica, so I have to choose my words correctly. So I'm just trying to think that another, I'm trying to think, fairly. Car owners, there's plenty of car owners living in Jamaica. And in order for them to make an additional money, they rent or lease out their cars, right, to people who run them as taxis. And clearly thinking, these people who have your automobile, They know if they get a ticket, it's not on them. Right? Human nature, right? You know that if you get a ticket, oucha, you just put it down because really it's not affecting you. And then you forget about those tickets and they keep piling up and they keep piling up. And the notifications are not coming to you. They're going to the car owner, if that's how you guys do it in Jamaica. And the car owner saying to you, you have to pay these tickets. And whatever, conversation you and the car owner have, or an agreement you and the car owner have, please correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any taxi cab drivers out there. You and the, car owner have an arrangement, say you're going to pay whatever, blah, 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 and you don't do it. And so now this is where all the arrears come in. Well, you said, look at me. Is it real that girl have heart to right side, the men have to left? I heard that somewhere before, Something about the left side of the heart and the right side of the heart. I have to go find that out. Something like that. So then, this is where all of this accumulation of money comes in. Because now the car owner says, we're not paying for it. And you are drive the car and you run up all these tickets and you want me to pay for them and not paying for them. And this is how it all goes. And it accumulates and it accumulates and it accumulates. And I think basically most of the problem is there. When you lease out your car, you might have 8 cars. And you lease them out. You want to lease out 8 of them. 8 of those drivers do not care how many tickets they get because it's going on your registration. That's how it works in America. I think it works the same way in Jamaica. And that adds to the problem also. It adds to the problem because everybody wants freeness. So, I can see now where it's a vicious cycle because no one wants to be accountable and nobody wants to pay until, I suppose, Jamaica initiates a bullying system. You are would you leave me alone? Okay. They're going to have to initiate, something where they can recoup, this money. I don't know if they're going to recoup this money. I don't know how they're going to do it, but then taxis are, needed in Jamaica. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Taxis are needed in Jamaica. I took taxis when I was in Jamaica. You got some very nice taxi drivers. You do. You have very nice taxi drivers. You got some crazy taxi drivers in Jamaica. They drive like lunatics. You got some safe, very nice cab drivers in Jamaica. You got some nice ones. But then again, like I said, it's a vicious cycle because then if you're renting your car, you want to pay your owner. If you're renting, you want to be able to give your owner, his portion and you do your business and so forth. But then you have to also be mindful, guys. Be mindful, you taxi cab drivers. Be mindful. Sometimes it's not always about making the money because now you're going to be out of a couple of dollars now because of this ticket paying situation and this amnesty, situation. And yet, if this is in place, you guys are not using it, right? Or is it that you see, I'm not getting it, but I need to know what it means. Is it that it's in place, the amnesty thing, and you guys are not utilizing it, or is it that you want amnesty in order to pay off these tickets in a doable time, right? So if it's a program, well, I don't have on a bra right now, and we're not talking about brasiers. We are talking about the taxi situation in my wonderful, beautiful Jamaica. Good. So no, I don't have on a bra, and I just don't have on one, and that's basically it. So if it's a case of wanting amnesty where you get, time to pay, oh, this is the, this is the color of the cab thing, the taxi. You're right. Good observation. You're right. Look at me. This is the color of the taxi thing. You're right. Wow, I didn't even think of that. Thank you. Yeah, this is like a yellow cab. Yeah, this is the taxi. Right, color. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. Uh-huh. Yeah, this is, the traditional color of the taxi service. Yellow. That yellow bus color. In America, this is the color, really, of the original taxi cab service. But here would be black and white, right? Yeah. So I just wanted to elaborate on, a different topic, just to show that we can talk about other things, right? We can talk about other things. I mean, I'm not Jamaican. The headlights. I can't with you. I just can't. All right, let me go this way. The headlights. Let me see. All right. Okay. So I just wanted to talk about that. All right. I just wanted to talk about taxi drivers. The taxi drivers and their plight. But also, the cab drivers, right? Well, I saw, even though I know that you're angry and you're upset, but don't take it out on the public, right? You shouldn't take it. I'm tired of sitting. I'm always sitting. I want to stand. I'm always sitting. You got to be a little kinder to the public, right? Because if it wasn't for the public, you guys wouldn't have any business. And then if you handle the public in this hostile manner, it doesn't look good. And then when children are involved, where you are threatening all age groups, genders, and you're threatening them because they're just trying to get from A to Z, and your anger is really at the cab driver who is going against striking because, like I said, him went round a back of bush and go pick up the little people them, and then Uno see him and get mad and said this can't work. Well, now the police get involved because you can't go around doing that to people. You can't go around terrorizing people because of a cause, and then when you see that it's not going your way, that you infringe on people's rights in order to get from point A to Z. So You got to remember that too, that people have rights. Even though you're out there striking, you cannot take it out on the public either. I was totally offended when I saw that. That another human being is treating other human beings with, what's the word I'm looking for? Not even bullying. Yeah. Bullying them. Why do you want a home to... You know what? Whatever. Okay, you don't like. Bullying them because they're in a taxi and the taxi drivers are on strike. So if this continues, isn't it going to get kind of like violent? Because now my apartment is very nice. Okay, I'm not, I'm clean and tidy and everything is all pretty and nice. And just nice. Anyway, then it's going to pull out into the driver who's going, back a bush and trying to pick up people. Are you going to attack him next? Because as usual, you don't go after the person who's doing the thing you don't like. You go after others. Right? And I'm glad the person had out their phone where they could record this. And now you're in police hands. Because you think you big and you bad. You can't do that to people. You can't. I would have been offended. And then again, if this continues, mothers, keep your children home. Don't send them to school. It's very dangerous out there with these mad cab drivers and they're striking and doing all kind of nonsense. You don't need to be sending your children in no taxi cab which come from back a bush and then he gets hijacked when he reaches where he needs to reach and then your child is involved. You must think, man. It's not always about getting rid of the children. It's not always about that. You must love to have the children near you sometime. A situation like this is going on and Uno put them in a back a bush taxi van service and when him reach to where him reach, them a haul and pull out the people then. Come on, and your child is involved. This is what you want for your children. No. One day is not going to hurt them from school. But their safety is what you should be thinking of. No, sir. Not my child. If I can't drive him to school, he's not going. Okay, because when I see this man terrorizing the people, them in the where you call it, and they, all of them have to come out because he says to come out. And children with their book bag and everything. Come on. Don't pour the juice on your blood. Come on, let's be nice now. Come on, Jamaican people. And then now you want we, the public, to have empathy for UNO. And this is how UNO treating people. I must have empathy for you who's striking for a cause. And this is how UNO treating the people them who's giving UNO the money for travel. How that makes sense. So that's why I'm saying, people, UNO, keep far, because this is going to get violent if it doesn't end. And keep your children home, because it's going to end, but do you want your child on his way or her way to school, and then they get entangled into some nonsense because of a strike, when you could have just kept them home for 1 or 2 days until they calmed down? No, sir. Not from what I saw. No. My child is not going anywhere. No, I'll just wait it out. Because anything can happen. Anything can happen. All kind of violent behaviors and all kind of things, because we know how our Jamaican people act. They get violent, they start acting cuckoo. and children get involved. So no, I will not be sending my child to school in no taxi until this whole situation is resolved. It bothered me to see the urgency of them leaving the van. You know, everybody just come on, quick, 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 because of the way the man are carry on like some lunatic, like he ready for kill people now because they in a taxi van, whatever they call it, jet, juta, whatever they call it, right? So this is where we're at now in Jamaica. Well, he got arrested. Well, I don't know if he got arrested, but the police then hold on to him because he was doing too much. Anyway, because Look At Me has lost his mind. But thank you, Look At Me. I appreciate you joining. I really do. I really appreciate it. And it's all in love and it's all in fun. And I appreciate you watching and supporting. Well, not supporting, but you know, watching. And I hope that I was able to get the message across about the taxi cab problem which is going on in Jamaica, where they are on strike, and you know they're looking amnesty, which is which is like a program where you get time in order to pay off your tickets. And if there is this program in place, why isn't it being utilized? Because if it's being utilized, then there wouldn't be all of this owage, right? So I'm not getting it. So I would like, you know, someone to comment for me who's in Jamaica or who knows of this situation, because I'm not. What is it with this amnesty, and what does it mean? And if it's in place already, or is it something which needs to be done? So because I'm kind of unclear about that right now. If it's in place, then if you don't shut up, Look At Me. If it's in place, then it's not being utilized, because if it was being utilized, it wouldn't be so much. You want to see my board back? Let me show you. My back bra, no? You're bright. You're brighter, alter, order. Well, broad back. You forgot something, though. You forgot something. Broad, gray back. I'm sorry. Anywho, thank you for joining me. Oh, you need one more hand to hold you fully? Whatever. Also, you need 3 hands. What? No, you got jokes. Whatever. I need 3. Anyway, thank you for joining me, though. Look At Me. At least you made me laugh. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So I'm just doing a live. I just wanted to talk about other issues which is affecting Jamaica, and you know, to elaborate on the safety of the children, because when you have children involved, parents have to be thoughtful. Why would you want to put your child in jeopardy? Because you got some, you know, back-up bush cabman who's supposed to be on strike, and he's trying to make money. Then he comes into town and he gets hijacked, and your child is in his transport. right? And your child is in transport with them. Keep your children home in these times because it's very dangerous and anything can happen. And the way how the people them is angry, as you can see, you don't want your children involved in that. Why would you put your child in jeopardy and send them off to school in a taxi when you know there's a situation going on and anything can happen? Okay, so now when your children come home, they will let you know what happened on their way to school and what happened trying to get home. You guys need to be careful. Don't put your children in jeopardy. And with that, I gotta go. It's an hour and a half. I think I've blabbed enough. No dress change. I'm going. You know you're funny. No dress change. Yeah, I should go and change, right? Get lost. Thank you for watching me. Me too. Thank you, sweetheart. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I hope you were entertained by what I'm, saying other than the yellow dress. But look at me. Thank you, sweetheart, right? I really appreciate it. But it's an hour and a half and I could talk forever, but I won't. I'll be back at the end of the week because I want to highlight my oils. And you can buy them too, you Mr. Me Too. You can go on Etsy.com, ETSY.com. Look for the store. Look for the store. Look for the store. I'm a Rasta for life and go buy one of those oils. That way you'll be supporting me. Good? Yeah, they got the oils and the creams and I got the man wash. The man wash. Thank you. That shadow is open. Whatever.